What up, bitches? It's a misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. I really want to go in on this Bubba Wallace shit. I should have done a video on it earlier, but I wanted a few more facts to come in, and this case got closed faster than I thought it would. So, for those who don't know, Bubba Wallace is a NASCAR driver, and he's been making his rounds being the woke representative in NASCAR. He recently went out there and he was trying to get the Confederate flag from being flown at these events, and he succeeded in that. I mean, you know, nowadays you're not allowed to have that flag out, so that wasn't even an issue. You know, they're gonna bend the knee to that. But as of late, I mean, a lot of you had to have heard this shit. This dude claimed that someone on his team or one of his friends had gone into his garage and seen a noose hanging that was intended for him. Now, Bubba Wallace is biracial, half white, half black. And this was seen as a hate crime, right? So me personally and a lot of other people, free thinking, whatever, we're gonna ask questions, especially after this whole Jussie Smollett shit. Like, I don't take these things at face value. No, I gotta answer, I gotta question every fucking little thing. I want to see the evidence, I want to see proof before we go out and start making accusations and all this shit. So first thing for me was, okay, if your friend saw it, where's the picture? Like, why didn't your friend take a picture of it? Number two, your car, this was in a NASCAR garage. You have millions and millions of dollars worth of equipment, engines, cars themselves, all that shit. You don't think to say, hey, look, where's the surveillance footage? There's gotta be cameras. You know what I mean? And none of this came out. The NASCAR got in front of this. They parade this dude out here like he's some type of prom queen. They go and they were having a race and they push his car up to the front. And this is the worst part. This is the part that really gets to me. This Negro, well, half, this dude gets out of the car and starts crying like a bitch. Like, they were treating him like a prom queen, and he starts crying. Why are y'all so weak, bro? Like, y'all dudes are so fucking weak. I can't take it anymore. I really don't understand it. You know, and look, the whole procession thing, that's neither here nor there. I would have waited till after this shit was this case was closed before I started doing any of that bullshit, because NASCAR kind of has egg on their face, because the FBI came out and said, hey, you know, this report, whatever he's alleging about this noose-like thing, it's been in the garage since 2019. And a lot of us, you know, there were some people that were putting out video of that same garage from back in 2017 and talking about how it's a garage pull. It's like a piece of rope or twine that has a loop in it. So that way, like, if the automatic doors, the automatic garage door, if there's no power, no juice, you could just pull the fucking thing down. So that way you could still close the stuff up and possibly lock the door. Because again, you got millions of dollars worth of shit in there. So it's like, how the hell are you a NASCAR driver and you don't notice that rope? Now all of a sudden it's a fucking problem, and people are telling you, hey, yeah, that it's a garage door pull. The fucking FBI said it as well. And this dude just recently came out, put something on Twitter talking about, basically referencing the embarrassment, but overall, you know, NASCAR is about unity, blah 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 blah. You know, it's like, come on, bro, like, like this is bullshit. But I kind of don't accept that that apology, that a sideways apology, only because of the fact that this clown found himself on Don Lemon's show. And I got to give credit to Don Lemon, because I can't stand that motherfucker. But even he was asking him, he's like, bruh, you know, like, so, you know, like, you could see it on his face. Like, he was just like, why am I even asking this shit? You know what I mean? But, yo, he's like, so the FBI is saying that it's this thing that's been around. Like, so what do you got to say about that? And then this clown goes, no, it was a noose. It was a noose. The FBI said it. No, the FBI said it was a noose-like thing. It's not a noose. That's literally like if you find a piece of scrap metal that's edged and you describe it as knife-like. It's not an actual knife. You know what I mean? You learn about those type of knots in Boy Scouts. You know, slip knots. I forget what there's like fucking like 20 different type of knots that you can make. And this is common practice in those NASCAR garages. So that's why I believe that this dude is another Jussie Smollett. He's another fucking clown. And it's hilarious. They finally released a picture of this quote unquote noose. And it's so hilarious. These motherfuckers had to zoom in on it only to make it look like it was the size of a real noose. Like, yo, I'm telling you, bro. Guys, do not give this clown any credence. Do not do it. This dude is another woke warrior. Another one of these dudes that he wants to be the Colin Kaepernick of NASCAR. That's all this is. And NASCAR is enabling him, because NASCAR went ahead and did the virtue signal by going out, pushing his car to the front, you know, showing all this solidarity and all this bullshit. Like, listen, you want to be not racist? Again, I have to say it, just be normal. Hey, look, this guy's in NASCAR, he's a great racer, and leave it at that. You know what I mean? Like, they have to show that they're not racist, even though they employ a half black, half white dudes. Anyway, all of our sports, all of our shit in pop culture, everything is being eroded away by this fake fucking virtue signaling, this liberalism bullshit, this is progressive nonsense. Look, you have Colin Kaepernick in the NFL, you have this dude right here in NASCAR, you have Megan Rapinoe in women's soccer, you got LeBron James in NBA. Like, what? I mean, everybody wants to be fucking woke. Like, sports right now, it's gonna suck. A lot of people are like, look, I get it, but I'm not coming here to be preached to. I just want a fucking game. You understand? Because I'm dealing with all this shit in the middle of the week, every fucking day. I want 3 hours. Let me unwind. Nah, we're gonna come and shove this shit in your face too. Watch, it's gonna hurt. All this shit is gonna be a fucking backlash. All right. So that's all I gotta say. I mean, this clown coming out looking weak as fuck, crying. Oh man, the NASCAR's in solidarity, and listen, they always were in solidarity with you because they hired your punk ass. Like, what part? Oh man, I'm done. I see a lot of people are labeling this Jussie Smollett 2.0, which I kind of understand, because this is the second story like this that has taken the nation by storm, essentially, that's reached this level of prominence. But to me, this dude is Jussie Smollett, like, I would say 7 or 8.0, because there's been other stories that have came out, other hoaxes that haven't reached the level of prominence as this, such as I believe her name is Erica Sims in Georgia, and I forget the football player also in Georgia that robbed his own store and put MAGA and nigger all over the wall, and he tried to blame it on Trump supporters. Meanwhile, he got caught he got caught a block away with it, black-handed, because he was using black graffiti inside his store. Jesus Christ. Listen, I'm done. Do not give Negroes like this, well, half Negroes, do not give motherfuckers like this credence. That's all I gotta say. That's what this video is about, and that's it. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Follow me on BitChute and Brighteon under the Misanthropic One. Share this across social media to fight the YouTube algorithm and censorship, all right? That's it. Peace, bitches.